Why did my mom freeze when she realized what she just flushed down the toilet? It was the first week of school, and I was already dealing with cramps so bad I could barely walk, which is exactly why my older sister helped me get on birth control in the first place. Mom was the kind of strict religious parent who checked my phone weekly, went through my backpack without warning, and had very strong opinions about God's plan for women. So, when I heard her footsteps stomping toward my room that Tuesday afternoon, I already knew something was wrong. Suddenly, she was in my doorway holding my backpack, face red. She stood there, pill pack in hand, staring at me like I just committed a mortal sin. We need to talk now. I closed my textbook. Here we go. She slammed the pill pack on my desk. Birth control. You're 16. In my house. I tried to stay calm. Mom, it's not what you think. I need to. She cut me off. I raised you better than this. I taught you about respecting your body, about waiting, and you went behind my back. She snatched the packet before I could show her the prescription label. You're making choices that go against everything we believe. My heart was racing. If you just listen for 1 second. But she was already walking to the bathroom. I followed, actually begging now. Mom, please, I have a medical condition. She didn't even turn around. Just started popping every single pill out of the pack one by one, dropping them into the toilet. 28 days of medication gone in seconds. The flush was the loudest sound I'd ever heard. You'll thank me one day, she said. This is me protecting you. I have PCOS, I said, voice shaking. Polycystic ovary syndrome. Emma has it too. The pills aren't for sex. They're so I don't. Enough. She held up her hand. I'm not listening to excuses. You knew how I'd feel and you did it anyway. You're grounded. 2 weeks. She walked out. Conversation over. The cramps started 3 days later. By the end of the first week, I was hunched over between classes, missing parts of school. Mom saw me wince at dinner and said I was being dramatic. That this was what happened when you made bad choices. By day 12, the pain was constant. A deep, wrong feeling on my right side like something was swelling. I couldn't eat, couldn't sleep. I tried showing Mom articles about PCOS online. She deleted my search history and took my phone. You're not manipulating me with internet horror stories. Day 14, I stayed home completely. Mom said I could stay in my room and think about my choices until I was ready to act right. That afternoon, I woke up from a nap and something felt wrong. Not just pain, a strange pressure, like something was about to burst. I made it another hour before I collapsed. My little brother found me on the bathroom floor, gray-faced and barely conscious. He screamed for Mom, but when she didn't take it seriously, he called Emma at college instead. Emma made it home in 45 minutes. She took one look at me, the way I was holding my side, the cold sweat, how my lips had no color, and didn't ask Mom for permission. Just picked me up and carried me to her car. She's being dramatic, Mom said from the doorway. She's done this all week. Emma didn't even respond, just drove. The ER doctor took one look at my vitals and called for an ultrasound immediately. Ruptured ovarian cyst, internal bleeding, emergency surgery. They said if we'd waited another hour, it could have been much worse. I was being prepped when Mom finally showed up. Emma had called her from the hospital, and she walked in expecting to drag me home and prove this was all an overreaction. She stopped dead when she saw me in the hospital bed. IV in my arm, oxygen mask on my face, monitors beeping. Then she saw Emma sitting beside me, and the look on my sister's face could have cut glass. What happened? Mom's voice was smaller now. Emma stood up slowly. What happened is you flushed her medication. Mom's eyes darted around, jaw tight. SHH, people can know. Emma's voice shook. You watched her suffer for 2 weeks. She told you. I told you. And you called her dramatic. I didn't know it was. You didn't ask. Emma held up the ultrasound. You didn't listen. You just flushed them. Mom's face went white. Emma stepped closer, voice dropping. You're lucky I didn't call CPS on my way here. Mom actually stumbled back like those words hit her harder than anything else. Her mouth opened, but nothing came out. The doctor walked in, saw Mom. His expression hardened. You're the mother. Silence. He glanced at my chart. We're taking her out now. The nurse started wheeling me out. Emma grabbed my hand, squeezed it. I tried to smile, but everything hurt. Mom just stood there frozen, watching me disappear down the hallway. I don't remember the surgery, just waking up. Groggy, Emma asleep in the chair. Mom at the window staring at nothing. She stayed 3 days, barely talked. Emma did everything. Helped me walk, brought food, kept me distracted. Right before I got discharged, Mom finally spoke. I should have listened, that was it. But when we got home, there was a new prescription bottle on my nightstand. I texted Emma. She refilled it. Emma, good, you okay? Me, yeah, pretty good actually. God's plan really came through for me. Emma, I'm telling her you said that. Mom never apologized. Not really. But she never went through my stuff again. Never questioned my medication. Never brought up that day. And every month when I refilled that prescription, she was the one who picked it up from the pharmacy.